Hey everybody, welcome to Vampire the Masquerade. I have never played this before in my life, so let's see what it's all about. The world of darkness is a place where immortal monsters pull the strings of humanity. Violence and despair are common here, the world is bleak, but escape is an ever-present commodity, perhaps too present. How can it be too present? New game starts with creating a new character. Would you like to answer a series of questions about a vampire character, or go directly to the character sheet and let's answer a series of questions. I would like to be a female character because that's just what I like to do when I play games. You're in a convenience store looking through the beer freezer when all of a sudden a man walks in and pulls a gun on the cashier. Do you sneak up behind him, disarm him, and proceed to beat him senseless, or quietly make your way to the bathroom and lock yourself in? What? So am I supposed to be thinking like my character or myself? Because if I'm thinking like myself, it's this one. But my character would probably do this one. Because, they're a vampire. And I'm pretty sure they can handle a gun. Or she can handle a gun. Yeah. 2. You meet someone at a club and they took you back to their place. Things are getting interesting when all of a sudden you hear someone come in the front door. Their spouse. Head to the kitchen, let them see you, pretend you're a distant cousin and they were nice enough to let you stay on the couch. Gather up your clothes, hide behind the door, and slip out of the apartment as quietly as possible. Calmly explain you had no idea you were married, that you intend to leave, never coming back. Keeping your finger over the speed dial in case you ever need the police. 3. That's a lie. You were mugged last night. It wasn't life-threatening, but you want to take some measures to make sure that it doesn't happen again. To make sure if it happens again, you aren't defenseless. Do you sign up for a martial arts class? Next time they try it, you'll break their spine? Start carrying a knife and conceal it in your belt. Next person who tries it will breathe through a hole in their neck. Buy a gun. The next mugger is sidewalk meat. Honestly, I'd go with a taser, but knife. I don't know how to use a gun, and that takes way too much time. While in a club, you spot your ex-roommate who skipped out after taking your stuff and leaving you with a stack of bills. He looks dead drunk. Do you grab him by the head and repeatedly bash his face into the bar? Or call the cops? See you in court, buddy. Call the cops. I know, boring of me, but shove it. A bouncer at the opening of an exclusive nightclub won't let you inside the party with all the beautiful people. Do you convince him you work for the director, you know who, and you'll bring him with you next time? Hide out by the back wall, wait for someone to leave, and slip in undetected? Bribe him. Everyone's got their price, and it's worth it to get in there to know the kind of people inside. Me, I'd go home, because fuck nightclubs. But 2. The new neighbor is gorgeous and you want to see a lot more of them. Do you turn out the lights, put on dark clothing, mount the camera on a tripod and wait for the show to begin? Or 2, have a romantic dinner with soft music and some mood lighting. Nature will take its course. Probably 3. Stay home and just think about it. Then watch TV. 1. The world's a cruel and unforgiving place, but you've gotten by so far. Why? Stay out of sight and the world won't even know you're there because I keep it a secret. You have no idea of the truths I've learned. 2. You have been embraced by the okay. Your vampire's attributes and abilities have now been determined and entered, which you will see next. After you tour your character sheet, you may make changes to the character or simply play as is. These are the attributes and abilities which feats are derived from. Attributes are your inherent character traits and are broken into three categories: physical, social, and mental. Excuse me. Abilities are things you learn and are also broken into three categories: talent, skills, and knowledge. Hmm. 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 Members of the sinister Tremere clan are masters of vampiric sorcery, so your strongest attribute is mental, in which you have 2 points you can spend. You also have 1 point to spend in physical and no points to spend in social, your weakest attribute. Excuse me. Being Chimera gives you an advantage in arcane knowledges, and therefore you have 3 skill points to. You have only average abilities and talents and are weak in skills. Feats are the actions you perform in the game. Feats are derived from adding an attribute and an ability. An example would be the feat of lockpicking, which is derived from the attribute of dexterity and the ability of security. Hovering your mouse pointer over a feat will highlight attr- the attribute and ability upon which it is dependent. Plus sorcery, feared and mistrusted. And potent, more so. And deception, dominate. Okay. This is your humanity. 7 is the norm, 10 is saintly, and the lower you go, the more or closer to the beast you become. Also, the lower your humanity, the greater your chance of frenzying. When a vampire goes into a frenzy, he loses all control and attacks any and all things around him. However, as you gain experience, you can spend points to increase your humanity. Excuse me. This is where your masquerade violations are displayed. The masquerade is a code by which many vampires unlive. Anytime a vampire is seen doing a supernatural act by a mortal, it is considered a masquerade violation. You have 5 chances, and each strike will have repercussions. If you commit 5 masquerade violations, you will be dealt with harshly. This is where all the information on things you are hovering over is displayed. The auto level on and off button is a toggle that allows you to decide whether you want the computer to calculate the experience points you earn in the game among your attributes, or whether you wish to allocate them yourself. The reset stats button is another toggle that allows you to clear out all the accolade points so that you can start over or return them to their last settings. The cancel button allows you to return your last point in the game without changing your character. Once you are satisfied with your character settings, click on the accept button to play. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. I've been told that hacking is important. So, yeah. I will name myself Blues. Because originality is for squares. I'm not sure I dig this, though. Oh, no. Okay. No. Nope. Let's go with this. I would like to be crazy, please. But now I have no... Wait. Hmm. 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 Regardless of their dementia or perhaps because of it, Malkavians are fascinating conversationalists. Hmm. Hmm. Eh. Melee. Stealth. Wait, security's pretty good too. Shite. And talents. Brawl, I guess. Yeah, I guess that'll have to do. Wait, I have a point to put in here. Yeah. Uh, it's, sounds good to me. Okay, so here we go. The Embrace, the act of transforming a mortal into a vampire. Okie dokie. I've heard that Whatsums are humorous to play as, so... What? Huh? Yeah, the humorous to play as, so... Does Sire say this? I am glad Sire says this, I guess. So clearly I was living the high life before this started. Bleh! Ow!
Good evening.
Hi, Prince.
My fellow kindred. My apologies for disrupting any business or interfering with prior engagements you may have had this evening. It's unfortunate that the affair that gathers us together tonight is a troubling one. We are here because the laws that bind our society, the laws that are the fabric of our existence...
Skelter says whispering.
As Prince, I am within my rights to grant or deny the kindred of this city the privilege of siring. Many of you have come to me seeking permission, and I have endorsed some of these requests. However, the accused that sits before you tonight was not refused permission. Indeed, my permission was never sought at all.
Ooh.
They were caught shortly after the embrace of this child. It pains me to announce the sentence, as up to tonight I considered the accused a loyal and upstanding member of our organization.
Oh, he looks it.
But as some of you may know, the penalty for this transgression is death.
Well, Double death.
Know that I am no more adjudicator than I am a servant to the law that governs us all. Let tonight's proceedings serve as a reminder to our community that we must adhere to the code that binds our society, lest we endanger all of our blood.
I don't.
Forgive me. Let the penalty commence.
I think a smaller sword would have sufficed.
Which leads to the fate of the ill-begotten progeny. Without a sire, most children are doomed to walk the earth never knowing their place, their responsibility, and most importantly, the laws they must obey. Therefore, I have decided that...
This is
Interruption.
bullshit!
Sorry? Nines, why would you say this?
If Mr. Rodriguez would let me finish. I have decided to let this kindred live. They shall be instructed in the ways of our kind and be granted the same rights. Let no one say I am unsympathetic to the plights and causes of this community. I thank you all for attending these proceedings, and I hope their significance is not lost. Good evening.
Huh. So, good talk, people. How are we not obviously vampires?
Your sire, tragic, my apologies. But you see, there is a strict code of conduct that all of us must adhere to if we wish to survive. When anyone breaks these laws, they undermine the well-worn fabric of our centuries-old society.
I really don't give a
my
shit.
predicament. Allowing you to live makes me directly responsible for your subsequent behavior.
I like how she walks.
What I'm offering is not generosity, but the opportunity to transcend the fate woven by your sire. This is your trial. You will be brought to Santa Monica. There you will meet an agent by the name of Mercurio. He will provide the details of your labor. I've shown you great clemency. Prove it was more than a wasted gesture, fledgling. Don't come back until you do. Good evening.
Okie dokie. Not only do vampires hide from mortals, they hide from themselves as well, pretending they are not the horrors they have truly become. That's deep, man. Use the mouse to look around. Use the WASD keys by default to move. Use the toggle view key to switch between view. Okay. This is... Hi? Who are you?
What a scene, man. Ooh-wee. Then they just plop you out here like a naked baby in the woods. How about that? Look, kiddo. This is probably a lot for you to take in, so, why don't you let me show you the ropes? What do you say?
Works for me. The Reign of Ages plots again to wash away Revelation.
What? Oh, man. And you're a goddamn Malkavian, too. Wow. You really are fucked.
Thank you. Who is this dark demon I see before me?
I'm Jack. What's important is I'm offering help. You make it back from Santa Monica with your hide and we'll trade life stories, okay? Till then, I got about this much time.
That doesn't really indicate much time. I shall undertake your dark tutelage?
Why don't we, step out back here?
I am where I am, and that's not in the theater of death.
Nice stuff in there, huh? This is much better. Now, we ain't got much time, but I figure somebody should fill you in on the bare bones stuff at least. You know, could save your hide. You look wobbly. You even had a drink yet?
Wobbly are the walls of my mind.
Oh man, we're popping a cherry here. Oh, you're gonna love this. Alright, check it out. Blood, it's your new rack of lamb, your new champagne, like your new fucking heroin, kid. Get ready though, cause hey, it's never as sweet as the first time.
Sweet like a prom date?
Well, down around the corner there, I saw this human, or SOB can't find his car.
How do I do this dread deed?
Alright. You go down there, casually. You creep up on him, then bury those little fangs and feed. Don't worry if you weren't captain of the wrestling team or something, because it'll come so natural you think you've done it 1,000 times already.
Okie dokie. Will he then carry this curse in his veins?
Forget that comic book crap, kid. It don't work that way. Now go for it. Be sure, though, and this is important, so listen up. Be sure not to drain him dry, okay? It might be hard to resist, but don't kill him.
Oh, I'll try. I go to drain the luscious liquid. This is your blood pool. Blood is the fuel of your vampiric powers or disciples. When your blood pool is low, you need to refill it. Humans are an abundant source of blood in most of these areas. One is in the alley around the corner. Save my game. I'm not gonna call it special tutorial, screw you. Alright, where was I going? Supposed to go around here? Oh, there he is. Feeding on humans fills your blood pool. To feed, approach your victim and press the feed key, F, when you are close. It is important that humans do not see you feed on other humans. Once you begin feeding on your victim, you will see this bar appear. This represents your victim's blood pool. You should stop feeding it before emptying his blood pool and killing him. Press feed again to stop feeding. Excuse me, sir. Nom 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 nom. 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 That should do. Later, bud. Thanks for the snack.
Yeah.
Oops.
Hell yeah, you're
Pressed the
feeling
microphone, sorry about
I
that.
can see it in your eyes. You're a born-again predator. Feel that blood bubbling inside you, lifting you up. That's it, kid. That's what it's all about right there.
So spooky. And when do I choose the color of my cape?
Alright now, you got the blood, you're feeling all kick-ass, feeling better than your best day living, but wait, it gets better. All kindred. Kindred, that's our word for vampire.
Oh, well, okay.
All kindred have a few things in common. Things that set them right square above humans on the food chain.
Which is... Tell me this tale.
Like sharper senses, a body that can take a beating, and if you play your cards right, eternal life. That's no sure bet, but still a chance at immortality is not a bad deal. And that's just for starters. Fringe benefits for joining the club.
My lifeline will go on forever?
Well, you can still be destroyed, but forget the books and the movies. Garlic is worthless. A cross? Shove it right up their ass. A steak? Only if it catches you in the heart, and then it just paralyzes you. Running water? That's no problem. I bathe. Occasionally. Now, a shotgun blast to the head. Oh, that's trouble, boy. Fire? That's real trouble. Sunlight? Well, you catch the sunrise and it's all overkill. Get it?
Like a bad sunburn.
Okay, now. What the fuck is this?
What'd I do?
You get inside here and head upstairs. Meet up in a bit. I'm just gonna go see what the ruckus is.
Wait, I didn't see that. How do I open the door? Oh, that's the punch button. No, didn't mean to do that either. crap. Uh, no, no. Use. Okay. There we go. Jump. Space key. Jump onto the boxes against the wall and up to the walkway above. I've already gone and wasted some of my blood. Whee! What? Feats are the combinations of your various abilities and attributes. The higher your feat scores, the better you are at the activities they influence. Inspection is a feat. It is a combination of perception and investigation. It allows you to see hidden and secret things, for example the lockpicks on the crate in front of you. You can find your feats listed on the right-hand side of your character sheet. You can pick up certain objects in the world. If you are able to pick up an object, you will see a use icon appear for it when you are close enough and the crosshairs in the center of your screen are over it. Press the use key to pick up the lockpick. What? Oh. Okay, now what? Can we get in here? Nope. Oh.
Down here.
You got here
Stay
fast.
away from the windows. Oh, it's a Sabbat raid. Sabbat? They're, I was hoping to spare you this shit till later. The Sabbat, well, they're mostly mindless, bloodthirsty assholes. That's all you need to know for now, right?
Gotcha. Where does this path lead?
The Sabbat got wind of the gathering here, so they figured they'd raise a little hell, put a little heat on the junior prince.
Tell me of the Jester Prince.
No time for political rundown. Job one, get out of here alive. Sabbat might be mindless, but they hit like a Mack truck, like raging savages. Nothing a fledgling like you wants to mess with.
If not the sword?
Shh, shh. Heads up. Back away.
Frack?
Dumb, frenzied Sabbat bastards. Alright.
The hell was
let's
that
set the
guy?
plan quick.
He was
I'll stay
huge.
and keep a watch out. You get us into the office. The door's around the corner here.
I shall invade this orifice. To access your quest log, press the quest log key, L. Okay. A vicious vampire faction known as the Sabbat has launched an assault on the secret Carmilla gathering downtown. You and Jack are caught in the middle. To escape, you must obtain entry into the office. Okay. Here we go. Oh, not this door. When a door is locked, you will see this icon. Lockpicking, a combination of dexterity and security, is a feat that will help you to open doors with a lockpick. When you see this icon, press the use key to try to lockpick it. Once you have begun to lockpick, you will see this bar. It represents the time needed to pick the lock. If the value of your lockpicking feat is equal or greater than the difficulty of the lock, you will be able to pick it. How are you getting ahead of me?
Nicely done, though. Not exactly an angel in life, were you?
No. I knew my share of demons.
Cool. Now, if you want a lesson on how really not to act, take notes from those Sabat assholes. You're a big bad vampire. Yeah, great, congrats. Now keep it to yourself. You go roar and you beat your chest, and that's what you can expect.
Why need we hide our nature?
It's the same reason you don't let humans see you feeding. It's why the wolf doesn't want the sheep to know he's there. It's also why you don't go juggling dumpsters or outrun the 815 from Sacramento, and it's why you didn't know any of this when you woke up this morning.
Oh, brilliant. My eyes are beginning to open.
Keep our secret secret, and you make things easier on all of us. We're living in the age of cell phone cameras. Fuck-ups ain't tolerated. Makes sense enough, right? Well, it ain't a casual thing for a fledgling like you.
My mind is beginning to cloud. Shine a light and explain.
That party back there with the guy in the suit and the McGilla gorilla? The assholes that put your sire to death? That's the Camarilla. They make a tidy business out of enforcing vampire laws like this one.
These Camarilla are my comrades?
Yeah, I'll tell you what I think some other time, maybe. I like to let people form their own opinion.
Oh, thank you. My minds have many opinions.
Alright, now don't worry, because I know the area a little. You know what? I'm glad we're in this situation, you and I. It illustrates a point. You gotta utilize your surroundings.
Paint me a picture.
You do what you gotta do. Theft, destruction of property, breaking and entering. These would be the least of your sins before the night's out.
Yeah, probably.
So look around here. We gotta get out the back there through that magnetically sealed door. There must be a key someplace.
I shall seek this key. Area indicators. The icons to the left indicates that you are in a combat area. Combat, anything goes. Masquerade. Respect the masquerade. Eliism. Vampire neutral ground. No combat or discipline are allowed except blood buff while lockpicking. Masquerade areas. Breaking the masquerade can carry dire consequences such as unwanted attention of vampire hunters. After 5 masquerade, your game is over. Your current number of violations is displayed in the upper right corner of your character sheet. When you can read a note, you will see a use icon. Readable notes can be various items like clipboards, newspapers, and letters. To read a note, press the use key. To return to the game after reading the note, press it again. Password, Chop Shop. Okay, when you can use a computer, blah blah blah. Computers are often each computer if the value of your hacking you'll be successful. Chop Shop. List. No, lawyer. Safe. Chop Shop. Password accepted. Entering menu. Unlock. Safe doors unlocked. Quit. You see the use, yada yada yada. Open Sesame.
There we go. Now take that keycard and head out the back.
Probably should have
I'll
hacked.
meet you out in the alley
Oh
there.
well.
I'm gonna check out things from topside.
I will do this deed. Press the inventory key I to access your inventory. Click on the left and right arrow buttons above your inventory list to access different inventory categories. Keys are located in the equipment category on a key ring. Most keys, once used, will not be needed again and are removed. Some doors have magnetic locks and cannot be picked open. They must be opened with the appropriate key card. Now, that's great and all, but I think I need to stop this video here. So, I am the Blues 32. This is Vampire the Masquerade. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.